How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new live stream. First of all, I'm so happy Premier League weekends are back, and despite the COVID cases rising and everything going on, we are still able to watch football. We are still able to watch sports in any sort of form. So that's a big delight and that's a big up. And likewise, we have a treat on our hands today. We have Mancity going up against Chelsea, the first versus second position, and more now so than ever, Chelsea, they have to win. They are here for a visit and they are here to win because City are already 10 points clear. And if Chelsea are to drop points here, and it is inevitably, it gets me confusing sometimes because the kind of a form that we are in right now will actually make me more confusing because we were on a cruise ship and winning. Then all of a sudden, we lost six drew six, won two only. And December was like a whole month of turnaround, and Chelsea were like, yeah, from first, third, and then back to second. Of course, Liverpool have a game in hand, but right now, as it seems like, is City will pick their best side, and if they are to increase the gap by any sort of means, by Liverpool or Chelsea, they are inevitably going to win the league, and that's inevitably more than impressive than Thanos. I'm just saying because this Guardiola guy, he has done his magic again, and City are running, and they cannot be stopped. They cannot be stopped, and not defensively, not offensively. So they're really a force to reckon with. And Chelsea right now, they have a lot on their hands, and hopefully they have some key personnel missing. They're both of their wing backs, Reece James, Chilwell, and another COVID positive case, Christensen. So Sarr makes his debut again in the Premier League. Sorry, not his debut, his away debut, if you can actually come to the senses here. But right now, Chelsea's whole task is, yeah, get the job done. Points are very important here. One more important thing that I should mention is no Mason Mount. Mason Mount is on the bench, and that looks like a guy who was undroppable. So that's another thing. But right now, maybe Thomas Tuchel has had a thought, and he also admitted in his press conference that, yeah, actually, there was a case when we played City last time around. We were very passive in our approach and maybe not so defensive this time around, and we have something better chances actually to go up against City. Then again, the likes of De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Grealish, Sterling, Foden, City have gone all in, and maybe let's see what happens. Chelsea will try to match them toe to toe. Not as offensive in terms of fullbacks and pace as well, and there is not much to talk about actually. We can actually describe each and every part on the field, but the thing right now is we should actually focus on the points that are on the hand. Just score a goal. Lukaku is playing again. That's what they paid 100 million for. And likewise, unlike the last time, against Liverpool, there was again a whole Lukaku scenario, the interview that came out, but he's now hopefully back in his right spot, back in the right mindset. And then again, Chelsea hopefully will have a lot to take from Lukaku here because Lukaku is a crucial part, and there is no more than ever need for him to score a goal right now because if the gap is over 10 points once again, it's done. Welcome, City. Congratulations, whatever you want to term it as. He will win the Premier League. And as we are talking about, we're about close to kickoff. I'll be commentating on today's match. And let me just resume the commentary as well so that I can hear myself. So in Manchester, a day of piercing cold, but the cold rivalries on the pitch actually as well. Mentally, the war to be won as well. And of course, physically, a lot to venture for because there are a lot of personnel who would be looking to actually cement their places in this lineup because these are the kind of games you actually want to make a statement in and basically just take the game by the rush and stake a claim in front of your manager that, yeah, I'm the actual one guy who should be the first name on the team sheet because City has done it certainly. And, in terms of City's players, there is actually no problem there because you can take out 2 or 3 players and they still came out on the top the last time they played Liverpool or this Chelsea side. So for them, it is more like, yeah, just a business day. But hopefully, Chelsea can learn from them because you can only be, like, what do you say, better by just coming up against a lot of good oppositions. And as we are talking, here's Sterling coming up against Alonso. Alonso, again, one of those guys who has to be kept in check by Thomas Tuchel itself from the sidelines because defensively he can get caught off guard so easily. But hopefully, Chelsea will be able to cope up with it. There's Aspilicueta this time around, playing the ball first time around. There's Lukaku, unable to soar his feet. for the first time, though Thomas Tuchel went for Hakim Ziyech on the right hand side and on Mason Mount. So it's more like, yeah, Chelsea are willing to actually venture further up the field and then again look for attacking spaces rather than just holding up the ball, passing it sideways, and then again making something more of it. This time around, you will have more direct passes, people running in behind, the likes of Solisic, and then again Lukaku. His hold up play will come in key. Ruben Dias is missing. And I think one of those cases again, where Guardiola mentioned that we have two positive cases, so he must be one of them. Ruben Dias, unfortunately, he misses out, but I think he's one of the first names on the team sheet whenever City plays. And change in the space again, position-wise, for De Bruyne and then, sorry, Rudiger and Sarr. No Andres Christensen, so Rudiger comes up on the right-hand side and Sarr, preferred left foot, plays on the right centre-back, left centre-back spot, I'm sorry. Here's N'Golo Kante, fast and furious. Here's Hakim Ziyech again, trying to find himself some in space. Here's Mateo Kovacic. Last few games have been amazing by Kovacic, by the way, and N'Golo as well. Where they played against Liverpool, they were massive and they could not get points, but yeah, it is what it is. But the fact that Liverpool and City, sorry, the City and Liverpool and Chelsea are together in the race, the last time around it didn't help anyone except City, because both the teams, Chelsea and Liverpool, when they played, they drew 2-2, and it was more like, yeah, have it City's way, because none of them got 3 points and the gap was only 10 points. And that's enough, I think, by City's standards. Here's Kyle Walker again. N'Golo Kante, right place, right time. So Chelsea, they are seeing a lot of the ball, but not in actual in the like spaces, because City is actually dominating on the ball when it comes on the final third pass position area. And I just hope that man Sarr is keeping his cool head, just keeping his tempo in check. And it's more like, do not lose your temper, because, you know, it comes in a lot. Because we have seen cases when we were like, last time around only when we played City, we were like 10 men down. And I think Reece James got a red card, if I'm not wrong. So that became totally passive. It was against the run of play, but it became totally passive. So it is what it is. And right now we have to focus on this. Wow. Kepa and Azpilicueta coming out, battling it out. Kepa coming in, and I think he has injured his captain only, Azpilicueta, but Kepa did well there. Good start from the goalkeeper, by the way. Mendy's on to the duty for international team, Senegal. Oh, wow. The replay actually clearly shows that Kepa did not hit his teammate, but I think the ball struck Azpilicueta, so I think he should be fine. That was not a lot of physical contact, but certainly something that would hurt him. Here's De Bruyne with the corner. De Bruyne's corner, collected well by Kepa. So a nice start by the Spaniard here. Kepa again has been like skeptical. And then again, a lot of people have been skeptical of him. And then again, you know, long shots like I was talking about has been his weakness. People usually catch him off guard very much. Mendy is usually those guys. Mendy is the guy who actually keeps those guys away. He has good reflexes, but Kepa, you know, he's quick, he's short, but he has to keep his body in check all the time. Nicely done by Sarr. Here's Kovacic. Kovacic getting bodied by Sterling there. Protects the ball very well. Here's Rudiger on the right hand side. That would be interesting. Rudiger again joining the offensive positions this time. Here's Kovacic on the ball. Chelsea looking to play it quickly. They do so. And Lukaku loses the ball in the possession. That's not by Chelsea. Not nice by Chelsea, I mean. Because that is actually a last key area that you want the ball in, the final third, and you will rarely get the ball when City is dominating. So might as well make the use of the ball when you have it, because it's rather like, you know, a waste of time, waste of energy, because you will have to defend a lot against a team like City. So just don't go on the pass. Go on, pass it on the right side. Don't go and pass on the blocked side. Anything can happen. Last time around in the Premier League, the second fixture, Chelsea, Liverpool, sorry, Man City. It looked like City, yeah, they were dominating, cruising. It was 1-1 only, but all of a sudden, Alonso popped up in the box. It was a bit of messy goal, but yeah, Chelsea made something of it. And by the way, lads, if you're new around here, we are watching Man City versus Chelsea. It's 7 minutes on the clock, and this is Premier League. And match day, you know, I would have told you that what match day it is actually. We are more than half past of it, but right now, as the situation stands, there are a lot of games postponed due to COVID. So you usually don't keep account on the games and the match weeks basically, because a lot of teams are behind, and it is what it is. But right now, the best interest of ours is that, yeah, we are able to watch sports. There's Alonso Sterling having a go here. Alonso fouls him. The ref says nothing in it. Okay, Craig Pawson has blown for it. I think he will be booked as well, Alonso. And he has been booked. Yellow card for the Spanish player there. It was reckless there because Alonso has no match for Sterling's speed. He has to put a hand on him and Sterling goes down. Let's see if the contact was actually on his foot, because Sterling is actually tripped there. He's feeling pain. I think he just trips his ankle there right at the very end, and Alonso has nothing to complain about. He acknowledges that, yeah, I'm sorry, and is booked at the end. A chance for De Bruyne now to put the ball in the dangerous area, and then again, Haunt maybe Kepa this time. If it is Foden, maybe he can actually go for the goal with his curler inside. Here's Pulisic. De Bruyne with the ball. Defended well by again. It's Malang Sarr there. Cancelo collects it. Cancelo sends it back to Walker. Walker will again sweep it. Here's Foden. Here's Cancelo. The right footer, of course, left back. But he has been tremendously successful, and he just passes the ball like a number 10. That's the only thing that I can say. That's a big statement for him, because, you know, that guy, he really misses when he's picking up a pass. And again, also at the side of the scoring, he has a very decent right foot as well. Here's Kovacic. Man, City are like pressing from the front. They're not letting Chelsea pass the ball easily. So Chelsea, they have to do something here. Now, once again, the three-man midfield, the three front for Chelsea is like, you know, wow. The app statement would be Chelsea are playing with fire here. Only the time that will tell that what will actually happen. The harm or the actual good. Here's Pulisic running. Here's Rodri alongside him. Pulisic turns back around to find N'Golo Kante. Chelsea not moving forward, but sideways this time. They have to find a solution, Chelsea, for actually entering the final third. A very basic thing, but yeah, City are doing the job well. Let's see how long can City actually do it, because it takes a lot of effort and stamina, you know. Eventually the players will get tired, but, you know, it's Premier League. City have been like the team that is used to doing this. Wow, Lukaku's down. He can pass the ball to Alonso. Oh my God, Lukaku picked up. Wow. Wow. Flags up as well. I just bumped my mic, I'm sorry, but what the heck was that from Romelu Lukaku? Alonso was in acres of space and he chose to pass it to Hakim Ziyech, who was eventually offside. Wow. Romelu Lukaku, what have you done? First chance for Chelsea in the final third for City. Nevertheless, it was offside, but what the heck was that pass? Man, that was atrocious. And if you have just joined in, lads, we are watching Mancity versus Chelsea. Chelsea just had their first big chance, 11 minutes gone, and so far it's City right now. The three midfield, the three attack, no striker, of course, the famous Guardiola formula. It's working, they are pressing Chelsea. Chelsea playing with fire though. Small passes, not first touch football, and we'll see what happens though. We have seen a lot of football against the run of play in this league, so more recently against us, but yeah, let's see what happens. Here's Ederson. Cool and calm under the pressure. Chelsea not pressing as effectively because they know if they give City some space, City is like quick fire. De Bruyne will thread the needle and the pass goes through, and you know what are the consequences? They are one of the best finishers in the league, so it's De Bruyne again this time. Take the name of the devil. He appears. Is Grealish up against Rudiger, trying to find De Bruyne here. Grealish is able to rush past Rudiger again. Rudiger again, trying to man count it, and does well this time. Wow. At the very end, he made it look very easy though, Antonio Rudiger. Left side or the right side, he's the same Antonio Rudiger, bamboozling his opponent. I think it will be more like City exploiting the left hand side of the Chelsea from the side of Alonso and Malang Sarr. It's usually like one of them is, of course, a relatively young player, inexperienced of the Premier League, and then again Alonso. He is much more experienced, but defensively he's very much, on the downside, and he doesn't have a lot of speed. So they will try to exploit it for sure. They will send in long balls. Cancelo again. What a ball for De Bruyne here. De Bruyne's through. Can he keep the ball in? He keeps it in. On the line. Alonso clears it. Nice place. Nice time. This time Marcos Alonso. But City have the ball again. City come again. So far, City is like, in the front row. And I think they haven't hit their top gear yet. So Chelsea, they should realize soon. Here's Sterling again, trying to come up against Alonso. Alonso again in on a yellow card. Sterling crosses. Azpilicueta clears it. Man, it's so messy at the back. Before I could say my words, Azpilicueta was like, And this is Man City's first corner here. Second of the night, I beg your pardon. Alonso is rarely going to stop that ball from coming in because Sterling, when he gets going, the speed boost is amazing. Especially when you're against Alonso. It's amazing. You'll see the quick light. And Alonso, we saw against Salah as well when he scored. City crosses again. Stones up. Kepa catches it coolly and calmly. Nice from the Spaniard. But Chelsea should be worried, man. John Stones just jumped over two Chelsea players, Alonso and Kovacic, and it was so easy for him there. I feel like it's happening again. Chelsea are unable to find the pressure here to actually apply. Wow, Hakim Ziyech just overhitting the ball once again. Lukaku asking for the ball. Thomas Tuchel so furious and animated on the touchline. He's clearly showing the signs that what are you actually doing with the ball when you're having it? None of it makes sense because he clearly picked Hakim Ziyech over Mason Mount because Mason Mount gives you a lot of work rate. And Hakim Ziyech, whenever he gets the ball, he does that. I don't think manager will have it. Coming 45 minutes, I think he'll bring him off. Maybe bring him off before that because we have seen him doing things with Callum Hudson-Odoi when he's like, you're not doing good. You must get off. Oh my god, what a tackle by Kovacic and ref blows for it. Come on, ref. Clearly swooping the ball under the feet of Foden, but it looked as if, man, he clearly won the ball, Kovacic. Here's the ball back again with City. City trying to dominate. What can they do next? Here's Stones on the ball. Trying to find his fullback. He does so. Hakim Ziyech now switching sides. On the left-hand side now, Pulisic has swapped flanks. Once in a while, that is the criticism that I gave to Kepa, right? He's unable to deal with the long shot, but once Chelsea decides to sit back, it will be so hard because City will be tempted to take long shots. And relatively, when you have the players of quality like De Bruyne, Grealish and Sterling, one of them goes in and it's really hard to stop, right? So you cannot actually blame the keeper as well because Chelsea have to come up. They have to push in the front and then again, get out of their own box in the half eventually. Is De Bruyne making way? There's Cancelo again with him. Azpilicueta nicely won, but again a double ricochet. City has the ball again. So all the luck going in the City's favor as well, but fortune favors the brave, of course. There's Walker to Foden. Thiago Silva doing well there. Alonso not so well. There's Sterling again running inside. Malang Sarr, what a tackle. Wow. Man, that's an impressive tackle, but that's a risky one. Malangsar going down two-footed, hitting his own player, but yeah. 17 minutes gone. City's corner, the third one, and Chelsea yet to have any opportunity other than that offside thing. They have like around 11 minutes. Foreign with depth, and it goes around the other side for a goal kick. So Chelsea's goal scorers, 7 goals in Jorginho and Mason Mount, both of them on the bench. No one on the score sheet actually, and no one on the team sheet. Thomas Tuchel clearly said, man, the way I just looked at the replay, it was like, yeah, I know the man is full of emotions. He's very much animated on the touchline. He likes to express his feelings very clearly. But if Hakim Ziyech is like keen on doing that again and again, he's in danger. It's more like a 5-3-2 right now, the formation for Chelsea. Hakim Ziyech part of the midfield. Lukaku and Pulisic up top at the strikers. Ziyech this time winning the ball. Wow! I thought the referee was not going to blow for the foul. Kyle Walker just pushed him aside. I'm not sure why is that not a yellow card. He's clearly having no intention of playing the ball. Sends it to Lukaku Alonso. Lukaku with a clumsy touch. And City, man. Once again, Chelsea. Nothing in the final third there. Is Bernardo Silva. Chelsea have kept Bernardo Silva quiet though because he has been relatively one of those guys who has been in goal scoring form. So that's a plus for them. I'm sure, very much sure, that Chelsea and City, in between them, goalkeepers have had most touches of the ball right now because clearly they're building from the back. And Chelsea clears, Ederson has it. Chelsea, they like to play it from the back, so it's natural for Kepa to have more of it. Here's again Ederson on the halfway line almost. Is Bernardo Silva moving from the midfield this time around? There's Kovacic. Kovacic hasn't seen a lot of the ball after that first 10 minutes or so in the game. This game is moving so slowly, it just feels like it. It has been only 20 minutes though, but in terms of everything that is happening, yes, pretty slow. Again, Grealish trying to cut inside with Rudiger. Rudiger's preventing it. Rudiger coming across better there again. So he's having a ball out there on the right hand side as well. Rudiger, of course, if you have just joined in, is playing on the right hand side. Andres Christensen tested positive for COVID, so unfortunately he could not make it. And Chelsea, as you know, the lack of players they have due to the COVID/injuries. It is the right hand side for the German today, and left side it is the Frenchman Malangsar. Inexperienced though, but yeah, he gets his chance in the Premier League and preferred left side, so it makes it easy for him. Malangsar clearly missing the ball there. Foreign has a lot of space in front of him. Malangsar and Kovacic circling him. Kovacic just so well there. Kovacic passes the ball to Ziyech. Ziyech in space. Ziyech can cross it to Lukaku. And there's nothing in that pass. No venom inside the ball. And Laporte can sweep it up easily. And here comes City on the counter attack. Chelsea back in numbers. But can De Bruyne find the pass? Is Bernardo Silva up against Alonso? Alonso is in hot water right now. Rodri crosses it, and the ball goes out. The German, can he clear it? He keeps the ball in, but only as far as Grealish. Sterling has the ball now. Here's Raheem Sterling. City again, back to normal ball, recycle and play. Here's Kyle Walker. Slowly but steadily, building again the momentum like they had in the first 10 minutes. There's Bernardo again. Bernardo has a chance to shoot. Oh my god, that was such an amazing ball. Sterling actually thought that the ball would not actually come, and he let the ball go, and Kepa collects it easily. That's a let off again for Chelsea there, and chance for Man City. You have seen it all season, Bernardo Silva do it and thread the needle. I don't know how that he was like, yeah, the ball would not come. Sterling. Wow. Rudiger again. Unable to collect the ball and push it outside. The reflection comes in. Kepa collects it easily. Here's Rudiger. The German boosts the ball up. Can Lukaku get it? He's nowhere near. Ederson clears it. So Chelsea so far, it has been very, very bad and miserable in terms of getting the chances across the main number 9. They have just blown the passes left and right, and the passes have been overhit. The passes have not come into the final third right position, and you have more self-doubt from this, not than the self-belief, of course. Here's Grealish up against Rudiger. Passes it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne shoots. Kepa catches it, and Chelsea looking for offside, but I'm glad that they played to the whistle, and Kepa actually collects the ball, because if that was not it, Chelsea would have been conceding the goal there. By the way, 100 million man, Jack Grealish, rarely gets to start, but this time around he's starting. And I'm not sure that Chelsea are able to get Hakim Ziyech and Pulisic. I'm sure Ziyech is touching the ball. Christian Pulisic is like nowhere near the game. He's chasing ghosts inside there. And I thought that this would not be the case, because he is one of those guys, who likes to take on his man. But partly you can say the fault that, Chelsea is not seeing a lot of the ball. So that's the thing. But, man, we must do better collectively, right? There's Rudiger. Back to Sterling. Sterling trying to cross. He'll take on Alonso. He will for sure take on Alonso. Here's Chelsea again. Wow, what a deflection. Cancelo crosses it. Rudiger blocks it. The ball goes out of the danger. Kante collects it. De Bruyne on him. And the ball goes out for a throw-in. Nice work by Kante there. But Chelsea under a lot of pressure. First quarter of the game gone. 25 minutes gone. It's all one-way traffic in terms of attack, in terms of defense. Both the positive points are in the favor of City. The only positive that you can give Chelsea is like, they haven't conceded yet. So that's a positive in itself. But it is the least that they would do, right? Wow, Hakim Ziyech fouled there by Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is doing a lot. I can do the same comparisons for Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech. In terms of those guys, Bernardo Silva, not so quick. Not one of the fastest, actually, in terms of sprint speed, acceleration. Nowhere near, but he's seeing a lot of ball. He's doing a lot of work off the ball as well. And Pulisic and Ziyech, it's more like, Wow, here's Malangsar losing the ball badly there. Luckily for him, City just goes to the other side. De Bruyne, one-touch football. Here's City. Here's Alonso. Lucky there, Chelsea. Alonso wiggling. Sterling wiggling. Malangsar has it. Chelsea get the ball out of danger zone there. Chelsea in so much danger there. They just get rid of the ball, and there's nothing they can do anything else about it. I'm sure this is not the half that Thomas Tuchel actually wanted, after saying in his press conference that we were rather passive and we would basically try to play differently. Oh my god, man. Lukaku, that's such a bad piece of play. You have the ball and your first touch was like awful there. Like, the ball is not even in motion there. You just have to control it and protect it. And he basically just... Would you use the word casual here? Absolutely. being casual on the ball, and the man just comes from behind and scoops the ball in front of you. Come on, dude. For Chelsea, it's a must-win game, man. Whatever may happen to the title, but this is the chance. A head-to-head game, you have to win it against them. I just wonder, will Chelsea go back to a back four in the second half? We rarely do that in the Premier League, but we have seen Chelsea do that back-to-back games in FA Cup and League Cup. So Bernardo Silva, is doing much more type of role like Modric does in Real Madrid, right? Wiggles around, gets himself available all the time when he's passing the ball. Wow, Chelsea stealing the ball there. Azpilicueta has his face in front of him. Here's Pulisic. Pulisic can cross. Pulisic will cross. He's taking a lot of time. The ball stops. Aspi still has the ball, and Pulisic is offside. I don't know what is happening to this team. They are just way out of their rhythm right now. Way out of the rhythm right now. Azpilicueta had no idea that absolutely Christian Pulisic is coming from the outside position, where he should have clearly, of course. Wow. Three times this time around. Chelsea have been flagged offside, of course. Chelsea, of course, a very heavy bench today. Mason Mount, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Callum, Werner, Havertz. A lot of options to come off the bench, but of course, three can only come in. But would you hope that these guys on the field can actually play better? Of course, you would hope if you're the manager, but I think he'll be forced into making a lot of changes here. Sterling and each and every person from the City side in the offensive position, they're pressing it so much. Chance for Chelsea maybe to actually get outside. Sarr tries to go long, and the ball goes out. City, man, they've kept Chelsea at bay so easily. There's no way to put the words around it. They have kept Chelsea at bay so easily. Last time around, when these two played, of course, at Stamford Bridge, it was a stalemate. But one of those unlucky goals, Cancelo scored it. I think off the Jesus scored it off the Cancelo's deflection, if I'm not right. There's Laporte on the ball. Cancelo playing 1-2 with him. Easily gets away with him. There's Grealish trying to go inside again. There's Kyle Walker. There's Rodri. Foden's in a lot of space. Kovacic does well. And this time around wins a free kick. City players in disbelief. How has that gone against him? But I think Kovacic protected the ball very well there from Rodri. And he just lost it. And he had to actually pull his shirt actually to get the ball back. There's Thiago Silva on the ball. There's Sarr. There's Alonso, and he cannot do anything about it. The way City closed down the gap so easily, man, it's... Wow. Actually, Ruben Dias is on the bench. Wow. I wonder why he hasn't started. Yeah, that's more of a statement, right? The commentator just said that he has actually played 19 games of the first 21, so... Wow. And here's Mateo Kovacic in the book. Let's see the replay if that was actually near the ball or no. Yeah, that's a clear ball. Clear foul, I'm sorry. I mean, The Croatian knew absolutely he was doing. He was committed totally. Of course, he had the intentions to get the ball, but Bernardo Silva just too quick with his feet. Gets the ball ahead of him, and Kovacic gets the leg. Here's a chance for City again to put a ball inside the box, and maybe one of those center halves, the dominating center halves throughout the whole first half right now. We are 30 minutes now in the game. They have been dominating though. Chance for them maybe actually to get the head on the ball and get the scoreboard running. There's De Bruyne again. Wow, Laporte's pushing Alonso. And Alonso clears it, and it's a corner for Chelsea. For Man City, I'm sorry. So City feasting themselves. And by the way, lads, if you're new around here and if you still play Fantasy Premier League, the link is in the description. Join it. It's an open league, the public league. And as we were talking, City is unable to convert the chances. Rudiger heads it around side. And Sarr gets the ball back to City players. As Bernardo Silva again taking on Alonso. Can he do something? Ziyech trying to defend Alonso here. And the ball goes out for a throw in. You know, I absolutely love Bernardo Silva, the way he does it and everything he does it. But, you know, the last two games I saw a penalty that would given in the favor of him. The guy just blatantly dived. And this time around as well, this guy dived. And the referee saw it clearly that, yeah, it's not a foul. Kante trying to find spaces while we were talking, and he could not. It's more like 5 City bodies around him. And he has to force the ball backside. Wow. And as we were talking, Chelsea are not again helping themselves, passing the ball on the wrong side of their own players. Alonso and Sarr having an argument. Thomas Tuchel not making a good case there because Sarr is actually the wrong person here. Clearly should have saw the man and passed the ball to him. There is no pressure on him, no one closing him out, so the least you can do is pass the ball effectively. Again, Sarr putting constant pressure there. The Frenchman is not having a great game, eh? I really want Chelsea actually to go to a back four here in the second half. I would love it. And Thomas Tuchel is clearly furious about something tactical that is not working here. Otherwise, you know, you will not see a man shouting at the top of his, you know, lungs on the sidelines. When you're even like 0-0, of course. If you were down, that would have been a case, but yeah. Is Foden running? Is De Bruyne? Wow. Alonso, I don't know why he took a touch here, but that works in his favor there. That's such BS from Alonso's part. And you know, it's more or less similar to that game Chelsea and City played in the Stamford Bridge. It's like the intensity is coming from that, of course, the possession, intensity of the press, that territorial, that display covering the whole pass end to end. Usually it is like Chelsea would expect actually to dominate the ball, but it's like City, they are having absolutely none of the nonsense from Chelsea's half, controlling the game fairly well, controlling all the territories on the field, left, right, center. And Chelsea are mainly the puppets here and getting the kick on the ball sometimes when occasionally it gets to them. That is the only case. Of course, it was only through another set piece when City found a way. As Stamford Bridge, it was 1-0 only, but that was on loan convincing to get the 3 points. Cancelo goes long. It's Grealish. Kepa saw it clearly and gets the ball outside. Nicely done from the Spaniard there. So 36 minutes gone now. Still goalless. Ooh, Alonso and Kovacic. Both on the yellow card there. Wow. Sterling now on inside the goal. And he wins a corner. The whole left hand side is booked now except for Malang Sarr. He has to keep his temper in check here. Because that's the least he has to do. Because the last thing Chelsea would want is to go a man down. You're playing against a very terrific opposition. The quality is so amazing that if you are actually going for it, it will actually suck. Give me a second. There's Cancelo here. And Chilwell is like, miss so much in Chelsea colors right now. Because Chelsea, the system they were playing, the wingbacks were flying. Reece James and Alonso. Right now, of course, Alonso started the season brilliantly, but yeah, Chilwell, took over. Same for Reece James, started brilliantly, and then again, hamstring injury for Reece James, and he's technically out. I think he won't return most probably till the start of the first week of Feb. So Chelsea will be without them. And again, Chelsea right now is the transfer market season. They are looking for actually a lot of players in terms of defensive positions, right wing back, left wing back, but they are unable to find it so. Wow. De Bruyne got a ball and it was offside. And once again, I am not a fan of this referee system at all in the Premier League. Referees are encouraged to actually not hold their flags up when it's like a minor decision of offside. Yeah, the line can be left, right, a minor distance. But these guys, day and night gap in terms of players in the defense, their margins off, and these guys will be like, yeah, just play on. We'll check later with the VAR or maybe blow the whistle late. Because what happens at the end is players end up tackling them at the crucial positions, usually getting injured. The foul comes second, of course, the injuries come first here. Because if it is ruled out, the foul wouldn't stand anyhow. Oh, but now Solo just had a kick here. By the way, no shots for Chelsea so far. There's Alonso again, pegged down. Wow, chance for Grealish. And he misses. What a save from Kepa. Oh my god, the Spaniard has kept Chelsea in the game. Because once City had a sniff on the goal, and if they were able to score here, it would have been a long night for Chelsea. Wow, how has Grealish missed here? And Kepa, man, kudos to this guy, man. Made himself very big. What a save. Wonderful goalkeeping from the Spaniard here, man. His corner for Chelsea again. Cleared at the first post only by Azpilicueta. Man, oh boy, Chelsea need a halftime whistle so quick, and yeah, it couldn't come fast enough. Wow, nicely done by Pulisic there. Defending though, Pulisic, we want him to attack. Sorry. Wow, Pulisic has gone down. Another thing Chelsea would need is his injury again, because the last December month was full of injuries for Chelsea and COVID positive cases. But wow, he has actually stepped down, Pulisic there. It's not intentional at all from Cancelo, but that's a clear stomp on the American's feet here. All Christian Pulisic is asking for referees. Allow me some time. Let me just get back on my feet and we'll play ball. So 40 minutes gone, lads. 40 minutes gone. We are watching Mancity versus Chelsea live from Etihad Stadium. It's almost lunchtime for a lot of people in the UK, but right now it's only City that are feasting and Chelsea just chasing after the food. Although no one has actually taken a bite, but yeah, metaphorically, it is what it is, like I said. As Laporte, as De Bruyne. Wow, what a tackle from Thiago Silva there. Chelsea chance actually to go forward. Christian Pulisic in a lot of spaces here. Plenty of spaces available in front of him. Here's Alonso. And Chelsea again slowing down. City, a lot of bodies back now. I wonder what is up with this team, man. Tactically, they were so sound. And right now, they're playing like, yeah, City, you have the ball and we'll just do the defending. Rudiger. Well, Thiago Silva winning the ball there nicely. And again, Bernardo Silva winning it back. Wow, Chelsea still don't have the ball. Here's De Bruyne again. They have to hustle, hustle, hustle. But City coming out on the top again and again. It's more like, one of those nights. But actually, you don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, let's have it your way. Thomas Tuchel cannot wait for the halftime whistle. I'm sure for the Chelsea folks as well. Lukaku hardly broke a sweat, hardly playing the game. Here's Cancelo, here's Grealish in front of him. Here's De Bruyne here. Here's Rudiger, backing off, backing off, backing off. Here's De Bruyne, shoots, skyrockets the ball again into the stands. Lucky for Chelsea there, was not on target because that had a lot of power in the shot. That was good run by Grealish though. Did manage to get a flick on it and at the end deliver the ball into the final third. So 44 minutes and of course the additional time that is left. Wow. Walker just too strong for Alonso. I think a change is imminent for sure. It won't go without saying for Thomas Tuchel as well. This guy actually won't give up the ball easily. And why is not a yellow card this ref? Craig Pawson? Excuse me? Wow. Man, that is so outrageous from the ref. Phil Foden just clearly comes in from behind, tackles, two-footed tackle to Kovacic, and yeah, that's not a yellow. And here you go, Kovacic tries to win the ball clearly, and yeah, here you go. That's your yellow card. That's your token of appreciation of having good football. But the truth be told, Chelsea have not even, remotely threatened of scoring. So there will be a lot of talk in the dressing room for the 15-minute break that is upcoming, of course, at the halftime. Imagine if Chelsea were to score here against the run of play. I hardly doubt so, but we have seen worse things happening and the best things happening at the same time in the football. Here's Ziyech, Chelsea for the first time again doing the attack. Here's Pulisic in a lot of space. Ziyech crossing, De Bruyne blocks it easily. Wow, De Bruyne wins it. Grealish gives the ball very easily there. Rudiger might have to foul him, and ref says it's clear. Here's Ziyech again. Lukaku can come again inside the box again. Here's Azpilicueta. Maybe he can cross it. I don't think he has a lot of option here. Just 1 minute of stoppage time here. Chelsea enjoying a lot of the ball first time in the Serie A for a long time, for the very, very first time in this half. That goes without saying. Make it count, Chelsea. Last 20 seconds or so. And Pulisic has just gone and wasted it. Still 15 seconds or so left. Nah, it's not going to happen, right, for Chelsea, the way they are playing. They are so hesitant to pass the ball forward and just taking the decisions. Here's Lukaku, here's Pulisic. And last 10 seconds. I think that's it. 4 or 5 seconds, Chelsea are done for the half. It's so bad, man. It's so bad. They had a lot of chances and they did not choose to actually do anything when they had the ball inside the series half. It's more like, yeah, you're just showing in there for the display. Because you are just 11 men on the pitch passing the ball sideways, and it goes without saying tactically. when things go wrong, players' morale seem to drop a bit, but you should not let your heads drop. That is the whole case, right? That is one of the only reasons our City are taking cruise control, 10 points in the top, clear way ahead, and that's it. The silence speaks a lot better, right? When you are not actually complaining about anything and just focusing on the game. That's what City players are doing. It's a good result at the end, but you know, if you are actually surrendering the title race, it's very much a good result. Because head to head, you would like to actually go and defeat the team who are actually going on to win the title. It will give you loads of momentum, not to mention the top four and the Champions League spot is yours to be there, yours to be lost. I'm sorry. But let's see what happens. We can talk here a million times, but at the end, it is the manager saying and the player's mindset who will do the things on the pitch. And, you know, that's about it. Right now, if you go on the Twitter, it will be like, yeah, people are having a field day at Chelsea. I'm sure. Let me just hop onto the Twitter and read some things. Man City and Chelsea, the thread. Okay, the first quote up for you is, that's halftime. Not a great game. Chelsea have done well enough defensively, but look too scared to attack. And who would disagree with that? Chelsea are so scared to attack right now. You've seen the passes from Pulisic, from Hakim Ziyech, just overhitting them at the normal and the normal paces of the game. And that's about the whole summary, right? In terms of attack. Because when you're getting the chances in the final third, yeah. But you know, Man City haven't been great either in terms of converting the chances because would have put the game to bed actually. If that was the case. But right now, the biggest chance for the half stands is with the Grealish and the Kepa save. And for the Chelsea side, it is the clear bottom line. Forwards are not doing good enough, so they have to wake up. That's the whole thing. And whatever you might want to say, Malangsar, Alonso, Pulisic, Ziyech, I think these four players, they have to wake up. Because the zonal wise, the thing is, I think this will be bad. If they are again going to lose the battles individually, the duels, these are very key areas. Alonso, Sar, and again Ziyech and Pulisic. The ball goes straight up when in terms of the forward area to City. They straight away pass it to Ederson and recycle again very easily. And Sar and Alonso, you know the threat. If these guys get down on the floor, it's done. Business done. Ford and Bernardo Silva and Sterling are running past them. There is nothing you can do once these guys are down. And that's the worst part. Man, if I am on, I would put Mount on, Havertz on, and again, you know, Werner on as well. Bro, what the heck is this, man? We're not here to watch this kind of football. It's hard to believe, actually, man. You know, once you're denied the access to the two balls, and when you're Chelsea, like the players, they're not even playing the crosses inside the box. When you have a striker, a dominant figure as Lukaku, you're missing Ruben Diaz in the defense in the City side. I'm still unsure that when you're trying to get the opportunities, or maybe try to force it if you're not getting the opportunities once or twice, so that actually you can see the character that one team is actually trying. We have a 6'2" or 6'3" center forward. I'm sorry, he could actually head the ball and cause a lot of trouble, man. City with no striker, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Jesus, no Jesus as well. So Sterling, Grealish, they're putting the ball inside the box and crossing it, and they're having a field day. Man, it's so outrageous, man. 15 minutes of, you can say, sulking or complaining, but it is what it is. Me at home can do only sulking. I hopefully that know that the team can do better here. The manager can get the players in the right mindset and they will actually get in clutch. Disappointment would be an understatement because I think this side is actually more than capable of doing well. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope that they come out on the top. And I'll bring you a rather interesting stat I've just pulled out from the Opta Sports. For the first time, Chelsea have failed to attempt to have a shot on target in the first half, and this is the first time this is under Thomas Tuchel era in the Premier League. And for the first time overall since the game against Newcastle in 2018. I'm sure 2018 we won that game with Antonio Conte in the dugout, but rather not say that what was actually all about. Oh, someone on the Twitter said that I'm glad that we took our Champions League trophy because the difference between these two clubs is crazy. It's clearly, man, we expect at least one change at the halftime. This is like not a normal conversation. You have to make a change, change at the halftime. Tactical change is a must. That will happen, of course. The personal change has to happen because, it's a front three. It's lacking energy. You have to make decisions here. And just waiting 4 or 5 minutes to get the things running to watch another half of this sad football. I hope absolutely not. But I think Kepa has been the man of the match for Chelsea for the first half for the save that he made on the Grealish because, that is the only thing keeping Chelsea at bay here. And by the way, lads, if you're new around here, of course, drop a like on the stream. It helps the channel to grow massively. And again, subscribe if you haven't already. It's again a new year, 2022. On the course to post a lot of videos once again. Football transfer news, reports, discussions, debates, reactions. Everything is coming up in this year. And hopefully better than ever for everyone in terms of health. And then again in terms of content as well. And if you've already subscribed and liked it, a big thumbs up to you. You're amazing. And by the way, lads, if you're wondering right now why we are not talking anything continuously, it's half time. 0-0 at the break. City actually the dominant side, as you must be aware after checking the score lines and the stats, but the facts don't lie. The ball don't lie. The ball has been with City all the time. Romelu Lukaku has had the fewest touches of any player in the first half of Man City versus Chelsea. That is 9. Because he hasn't seen the ball. There is no one actually to get the ball to him. By the way, no corners as well. No shots, no corners, less than 40% possession. This will make things more alarming, right? Have subscribed. Thank you so much, bro. You're amazing. By the way, which team are you supporting? Chelsea or Man City? Or if you are a neutral? I'm not sure it's a good game to watch if you're a neutral because neutrals love seeing goals. That's the thing. Right now, as I was talking about 40% possession, that is more alarming for Chelsea because of the fact that, they are used to seeing the ball with Jorginho on the side, with Kovacic on the side. They play off the ball, they feed off the ball, they play from the back, and it's more like collective effort. That is why, the wing backs are also important, like Chilwell, Reece James. On this side, we have Alonso and, of course, Azpilicueta. But the wings they are a crucial part. They keep hold of the ball. Chelsea are able to move the ball quickly from the back, and then again, as a result, dominate the play. This time around, the 40% position, it's so bad. It's just like, yeah, City, you take it. If that is the case, Chelsea have to be resilient and they have to show the side that, yeah, we will be rock solid at the back, like the game they played against Liverpool. but they were down to 10 men, and that's the different story. Now you're 11 men and you must do something. Wow. Someone on the Twitter just posted that. Should I actually say it or no? He said that playing against Tottenham twice in the space of 2 weeks had me thinking like, yeah, we are like 1970s Brazil, and while we are playing against the likes of Man City, we are like, yeah, dropping from that cloud nine level. And one guy has replied from the Tottenham side, yeah, bro, we are like a mess, and we would make you believe like you are in your prime. Wow. Lukaku has to deliver today. No excuses. Your two most iconic moments in the Chelsea shirt could not be missing a Super Cup final penalty and then again going on and giving a bizarre interview on the Sky Sports. You have to score today and make this moment count. Now, that's a lot of stuff actually. Like the people are talking, the football pundits in the studio, but without realizing actually what is the plight of the players right now on the pitch. But maybe, man, they're right. They know more than me. They have been there. They've been there, done that. You know, guys, I'm not sure if you're following a lot on the Chelsea Academy or what. There is a guy called Amando Broja. He's from Albania. He's a academy product, recently signed a new contract, and then again went down to loan on Southampton. So this guy's, of course, a centre forward, a proper one. He can stand the physicality as well. He's very young, just signed a second contract extension with Chelsea. It's more like this guy has a knack of scoring goals in terms of ruthlessness. And the ruthlessness comes, from the backside. When we saw Diego Costa play that, he used to bully defenders. He is not the guy who's faced by, if you touch me, I'm just going down. He's not that kind of a guy who's playing for the fouls. If he is going to be in balance, he will stay on his both feet and try to convert the chances and score a goal. He is taking no nonsense. He takes no prisoners. And Chelsea could really, you'd have used him. But of course, he's on the loan right now. And it is more or less like, yeah, the situation they have been caught in. But he really could have been a great use for Chelsea. And we can make excuses a lot. But the fact is, the 100 million Lukaku signing, like the people were labeling it as the big puzzle, missing piece. He hasn't looked the Lukaku of old. That is what I'm actually trying to say. The Lukaku that Inter had, he hasn't looked a bit like it. Inter's Lukaku was, first of all, discipline. Second of all, ruthless. Third of all, focus on the pitch and scoring. That's the thing that we want from Lukaku. And this time around, Lukaku is everything but, yeah, doing those first things. So it really doesn't make sense, right? It's so, man, it's so absurd. I really hate that part that, a club pays like 100. And by the way, Lukaku is the guy who has, how would I put it? Yeah, he's the guy that has been actually on the side where the money has been spent on the club a lot of times. Like the total transfer amount accumulated, that is the guy. The most money has been spent on Lukaku. Let's see, actually. So right now, as of now, the distance will be 12 points if the things are going to remain the same. But let's see if Chelsea will make any change or no, because I'm not seeing Malang Sarr actually. So maybe Chelsea makes a change here. Or maybe Malang Sarr is coming on the behind side of the tunnel. But if Chelsea were to go to back four, chef's kiss, in my opinion. You have to be brave, and again, if you're going to go down firing, not like surrendering. Yeah, Sarr is there, still there, I think. Sarr is still there. If I'm not wrong, I just saw him. I don't wonder just what Thomas Tuchel said to him then. How are we going to play? The longer the game goes, the more it will feel like Chelsea's side. Yeah, it's very edgy. City is like knocking on the door. And it's like you kept on backing off, backing on. And it will be like at the end of the 90 minutes, oh yeah, it had to happen. Why would you ever put a thought to the game like that, man? So far, no changes from the other side. So, as for the thing stands, right now in the middle ground, 12 points the difference. It can be 7. Remember, it can be 7, but it can also be 13 if you're going to lose. So Chelsea must not let their guard down and actually keep on piling on the pressure. Or start piling on the pressure, I would rather say. Wow, what a ball from Cancelo. Here's Grealish again. Azpilicueta trying to defend alongside. Wow. Chelsea again, further back down. City starting to dominate the ball, same as the first half we saw. Ziyech defending this time. Here's Laporte. Kovacic winning the ball back. Here's Lukaku. Again, that touch is so bad. De Bruyne, quick feed, gets the ball away from Azpilicueta. De Bruyne can cross it. He crosses it. And there is no one. Wow. Sterling showing a gesture to the referee here that I was actually pulled, and then gets away and gives a smirk to the ref. I wonder if actually it was a dive, but it will be checked by VAR though, nevertheless, because the man came down. Wow, the check is immediately complete. So that was clearly Sterling diving, man. Wow. These players, man, I'm sick of, this behavior. Going down so easily inside the box. Sliders at the touches. Azpilicueta losing the ball. Kovacic has it. Kovacic still has it. A lot of space. Here's Romelu Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku. Ederson saves it. Hakim Ziyech shoots and it's over the bar. The first real chance for Chelsea. Wow, what a stop from Ederson, man. What a stop. It's not like a leg left or right. He didn't make himself very big. Clearly got his hand to it. Romelu Lukaku, you would expect him to do better there, man. Even, the far from side the goal. But, wow. That should be goal bound, dude. That should be goal bound. That's a chance wasted for Chelsea again. But nevertheless, a chance. Because the first half, we did not have a shot on target. What did change? We are making the through balls happen this time around. That's the clear talk we were having in the first time. So City, actually, I was saying City, I'm sorry. Will have a clear thing on their mind now. Chelsea are not going to do like that. Wow, Rodri, what a turn. Hakim Ziyech, what an interception here. Here's Kovacic trying to play out from the back. And then again, these guys are careless here, man. Losing the ball in the press. And now City will backpedal. Beautiful take from Sterling. Moving around, wiggling around. Sarr, just stay on your feet, dude. He doesn't stay on his feet. Chelsea does well there. Collectively. Here's Lukaku. What a ball from Lukaku. Oh my god, Kyle Walker is so much ahead of Ziyech here. That ball gave me so much hope, but Hakim Ziyech, what did you do, man? So exciting from Chelsea already in this half, in the starting minutes that we have seen. There's Azpilicueta. Pulisic, will you pass the ball, dude? Wow, that's another wasted chance. Alonso had better chances to pass the ball rather than take the shot from far off. You're not going to beat Ederson from there, man. Wow. You needed something really special if you're going to actually catch the goalkeeper off guard from there. Wow. Sterling clearly dived there, man. I wonder why referee did not actually book him. That's the bad thing about VAR, right? You cannot actually give a yellow card after checking the foul. It's only red when it's VAR and nothing else in between. Here's Rodri. So City now, for the first time in their own half. Backside. Chelsea pushing them. But as we were talking, they have turned it around. Here's City again. Here's Kyle Walker and plenty of space. Alonso Sterling firing. Alonso clearly winning the battle here. Wow, Chelsea trying to play with fire again. Wow, anything will do for Chelsea. But outside. There is a clear intent here, but nothing in terms of conclusive goals here. Here's City again. Grealish again on the toes. Rodri, Kovacic again trying to close him down. Lukaku already, of course, getting back, getting involved in the play there. There's Bernardo Silva on the ball. Trying to cut inside, maybe cross it. No, it's Rodri. Rodri crosses it to the other side, and the ball goes out of the play. So Chelsea, now the press is working, man. The intensity is up already. The work rate is up already. It was clearly a case of lackluster performance in the first half and not doing enough in terms of making the chances or just running, moving the ball fast. Must not let the tempo drop, boys. Must not let the tempo drop easily. The worst case scenarios would be you going all out like it's just what do we call it? An attack and dropping your guard. It's Grealish running at Aspilicueta. Wow, what a ball from Grealish and no one inside the box actually to make the contact. Chelsea survive again. Here's Rodri. Here's Walker. Stone finding Walker. Alonso defending it well. Only as far as Bernardo Silva. The ball is back to Walker. Wow. And it's a free kick to Chelsea. Sorry, Mancity. A lot of people appealing about Kovacic's second yellow card, but I think that was clearly a ball there to be won. That's a 50-50 tackle, and you cannot actually complain the Croatian there for making the tackle. It's in a scoring distance, this one I would rather say. Much more than the other sides when the ball was much more squarer of the goalpost. So they can actually go for goal here, City, if they want. So Chelsea have to be good in defending this. The ball should be solid and get something on it. Likewise for the goalkeeper. Here's Bernardo Silva. He lobs it. Kepa catches it easily. That's a chance wasted for City here. Chelsea can break away. No, they cannot. Chelsea again choosing to pass the ball from the backside and playing it out slowly. Wow. Pulisic there. I think it's just a matter of 6 or 5 minutes. As the clock strikes the half an hour, the last half an hour that is left, changes will be imminent. There's Bernardo Silva on the ball. But the only positive right now we can take is actually, if you can count it, two. Of course, not conceding a goal from City is again a positive here. But the second positive is there. For a moment, briefly, Chelsea looked like, they are up for it. But I think slowly the tempo is going down again from their side. I don't know what will it take for this side actually to get in the mindset of, we actually have to win this game rather than just sitting back and defending. Because Thomas Tuchel clearly must be fuming now and thinking of substitutions. Wow, what a ball for Kyle Walker. Here's Sterling. He'll take on his man. And that's a penalty. And that's a dive. That's offside. Oh my god, so many emotions going at the same time. I thought that's a pen. VAR thought that's offside. And then again, referee thought it's again offside. Wow, Alonso will be so relieved there. Let's check actually. VAR will check it, of course. Man, he's going down so easily. You cannot give a pen for that. That's a little bit of touch, but you cannot go down for that. Oh my god, you are going down so easily first before he touches you. How can that be a pen? That's offside again. So the first thing is offside adjusted, but I don't think that's a pen. Even before the man is going to make a contact and touch him, that guy is like, yeah, falling over. Wow, N'Golo Kante in space here. Passes it to Alonso. There's no one on the left hand side actually to make play. And Alonso loses the ball to Foden. And man, come on. Wow, what a tackle from Kovacic here. Malang Sarr has to go back to Kepa, and he will do so. And Malang Sarr slips. City have again the total control that they were looking for. Here's De Bruyne. Kante bundles him. Here's Alonso. Here's Kovacic. Alonso has to clear. Wonder what he's waiting for. If City scores from here, Alonso is to blame here. It's an unnecessary corner conceded, man. It's an unnecessary corner conceded. Totally. It has all cranked up a bit. All of it. In terms of actually who's going to score a goal. I think it's very near. We are just 4 minutes away from the hour mark. And City, of course, 7 corners. Chelsea, 0. Wow. Azpilicueta, the near post, defending it. And Azpilicueta felt that he was impeded. Yeah, he was, because Bernardo Silva actually stepped on his foot and the shoe came out. So referee, man, step up your game, bro. That's fair play from Aspi's part, but the referee did not get it. Here's Foden again with the corner. Azpilicueta again defending. Oh, Ziyech losing the ball. He has to do better here. Thiago Silva can clear it. He chooses to pass it. There's Kepa, nothing behind the ball, but he actually manages to clear it. So nice from the Spaniard once again. N'Golo Kante in acres of spaces. So is Azpilicueta and Rodrigo. Chelsea once again have to forcefully pass the ball backside to the goalkeeper. I think, yeah, Hakim Ziyech will surely be the one who makes way. Or one of them, if we are actually going to make an offensive substitution. And lads, if you have just tuned in, we are so near the half. Not the half, actually. Then hour mark gone, of course. And here's Bernardo Silva running. Here's Foden running. And it has been mostly City. Chelsea came out again. Second half, charge. But I think it hasn't lasted the momentum that they had. Here's N'Golo Kante again on the ball. N'Golo Kante can make something of it. Here's N'Golo Kante again. Here's Hakim Ziyech on the ball again. If he turns and twists, yeah, he has lost it. That's a foul committed by De Bruyne here. And Hakim Ziyech is down on the floor and pleading the case to ref that, yeah, I've been fouled. Yeah. That's the replay. That's the worst you can get. By the way, Jorginho, Havertz and Mount are warming up. And that's 1 forward and 2 midfielders. I'm not sure that is the whole change that you would want, but let's see what happens though. Some more tenacity, some more control. Kovacic, what a ball. Alonso in space. And again, Kovacic. Oh, here's the ball, man. What is up with these guys, man? I mean, it's not the right mindset. They are not like in the right state of mind. There's no pressure here. There's nothing here. Kovacic, he's done the difficult part. When in terms of passing the ball in the final third, when it comes to the passing of ball in final third, actually, I beg your pardon, it's more like they're rushing it so much and just hesitating. The decision making has been so poor. There's Walker on the ball. Exactly now, an hour done in the game, 60 minutes on the clock, lads. There's Cancelo trying to thread a needle here. Ziyech trying to prevent him. Alonso does well there, wins the ball. Wow, Kovacic losing the ball, unlike him. Sarr gets the touch on the ball. Here's Bernardo Silva. Wow, Chelsea so lucky there. A double ricochet and it comes back to the goalkeeper. So that's a play broken down, but still, Chelsea can have a breather there only because they were inches away from conceding the goal. I think Jorginho will come on for sure. I think Chelsea need more control of the game. That's how they will see more of the ball. That's the only thing I think. But will it be too late for the Italian? Was it a mistake to actually drop him? I guess we'll never know unless we see the final whistle. Alonso, what a ball for Lukaku again. It's just a bit under hit. He was almost through on goal. Oh my god. Wow. Rudiger furious. Clearly wins the ball. Ref says that you go through the back of Jack Grealish and here comes City again. Quick free kick. Aspilicueta back. Wow. And it's a free kick again for Chelsea. Sorry, Man City. I wonder actually why was Aspilicueta backing down? For a moment I thought that Aspilicueta is only playing that position as a right-sided centre back because Rudiger was sliding inside. Aspilicueta did the same thing when he was the right wing back. Stay with your man. That's so close, man. That's pure De Bruyne territory, by the way. He can probably have a decent go from here. Hakim Ziyech and Lukaku only in the ball. Still an hour gone. Chelsea not making any changes. Hopefully De Bruyne is not able to convert it. De Bruyne went for goal. Kepa was long enough. Stretches his hand and saves it. I'm sorry. That was top bins. If Kepa did not get a hand. Here's again City with the corner. 8th of the night for them. And once again, I would like to state with that, none for Chelsea. So having chances in terms of set pieces as well is nothing. Kepa does well again. Wow. Hakim Ziyech can counter. Hakim Ziyech in space. But no one alongside actually to make a run. Here's Alonso. And they are pegged down. Look at how hard Bernardo Silva works, man. I was giving the example of Pulisic and Ziyech there. Ederson in a trouble here. Gets the ball away. City collects it coolly and calmly. Rodri will boot it. Only as far as Sterling. Malangsar wins it. That's nice of Malangsar. Kante handles it? I don't think so. Referee says it's okay. City again trying to press. Chelsea have to stay resilient. They have to be disciplined. It's getting edgier and edgier. And like I said, at the halftime, if it's keep on getting the same way, it will be like, yeah, City had the chances and they eventually scored. Unless Chelsea put out a blinder here. And by the way, Hudson-Odoi and Callum Hudson-Odoi and Timo Werner are coming on, and it's more likely, yeah, front sides only. Some more pace, of course, to get in behind the line. And I think that is the perfect way, because last time around, Chelsea beat City twice, and it was only Callum Hudson-Odoi, sorry, Timo Werner threaded the needle, Hakim Ziyech passing on the through balls, using their pace only. That is the only way they came back in the game. You wonder what has actually gone wrong here. And by the way, lads, if you have just tuned in for the first time, I post videos more than often. We do live streams already. And if you want to join the Fantasy Premier League, the link is in the description. And subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel to grow massively. Wow, Chelsea still cruising. And the ref blows it out for an advantage. Chelsea lost the ball there. And if you have already done so, and subscribe, big up for you. Alonso with the chance to gather the ball, cross it. And it's a first corner for Chelsea. Hopefully they can actually do something and get something very concrete in terms of the delivery. Last quarter of the game remaining, only 25 minutes left. Hakim Ziyech will take it. Hopefully it's a quality delivery rather than just a clearance on the near post. I'm sorry. Rudiger, Silva, Lukaku in a queue. Ziyech crosses it. And it's not something of a very much concern for City players there. Oh, Alonso going toe-to-toe with Grealish there, just bouncing him off his shoulder. Is Chelsea trying to press? Wow, and N'Golo Kante wins it, but again a double ricochet and City have the ball back. Man, you need 10 to 5% of luck sometimes, right? It is not coming Chelsea's way as well when they're trying to make a move actually in terms of attacking. But you would partly blame that, yeah, if you're not going to play the dominant form of football, sometimes it will hurt you. The luck doesn't go in your way always. Wow, Chelsea winning the ball there clearly. Wow, De Bruyne and Trace. Rodri can do something. Rudiger does something and wins the ball clearly. Showing the great sportsmanship there as well in front of De Bruyne. 2-footed challenge, taking no nonsense. De Bruyne acknowledging as well. Kante does well, drops the ball of De Bruyne. And the ball is with Lukaku here. Lukaku could have a decent touch here. And he loses the ball. Referee says it's not a free kick. Here's Sterling again on the ball. Sterling shot across the face and is asking for a corner. And I think referee acknowledges it. I'm not sure whether that's a corner by any means. Man, that's a foul. That's enough contact for referee to give a foul on Lukaku. I just saw the replay. And I'm just wondering, where was the touch? These guys, Mao. Pulisic is off. Timo Werner is on. Same for Hudson-Odoi. And again, Ziyech is off. It's a like-for-like change. 2 right forward and 1 left forward. Of course, 2 players in total. Tuchel, of course, looking at the prospect of maybe using a pace down the wings. And let's see. Hopefully, it comes in clutch. Wow. 1-0 De Bruyne. You saw it coming, right? And Chelsea have only themselves to blame. Man, it's a sad day and it becomes worse. With the football that we were playing and now we have conceded like I cannot defend this enough, man. Man, De Bruyne is like he always scores some goals like that, man. And against Chelsea, a former club, Salah buries it against Chelsea. De Bruyne buries it against Chelsea. One word, actually two. Game changer. That's the only thing that you can label here. I don't know if Mendy would be saving those, but Mendy is tall guy, but let's see. That's pure genius from De Bruyne, man. You cannot do anything. That's pure genius. And that's purely like De Bruyne-esque. Nothing else. And you know, so many people would have gone down. De Bruyne stood out on his foot, took the man, curled it around the goalkeeper. I think Kepa should be saving those. If in my opinion, Kepa should be saving those. It comes off of the back of Thiago Silva, of course, but I think it's clearly enough in the center that De Bruyne hits it in the trajectory where the goalkeeper is actually going to make a save. But wow. I think Mendy saves that just on the pretext of his height. The football of champions and the football of quality. It was going to happen. It was a long day coming, man. It was a long time coming. You know, we told that yeah, this was happening, edgy, 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 and all of a sudden a space will appear and keep on appearing. Wow. Hudson-Odoi in space. The first touch could have been better. Handball. Okay, that's unnatural position. I'm sulking now. That's the thing I will accept. Man, I'm so disappointed in Alonso with this because, and Azpilicueta as well, these guys have had the more share of 70 minutes so far in the game, and this is the first time they've actually crossed the ball with an intention of striker hitting it. Imagine. You have a £100 million striker at the center of the bay, and you are like, yeah. Here's Rudiger. Here's Azpilicueta. Can cross it. Crosses it, Stone defends it, and all of a sudden it's like cross. De Bruyne again. Wow, Sarr is there. If that ball was in, that was another Chelsea goal conceded. Werner could not do anything there. Werner too much for his height. By the way, De Bruyne's gone down now. That's a rather sad thing. 18 minutes or so left in the game. Of course, some additional time will be there, but really, Chelsea only have themselves to blame. That was beautiful goal, by the way. Just saw the replay again, and it's like you cannot do anything about it. I'm sorry. Bro, that's like a whole crowded area, and this guy took a shot. Sorry. De Bruyne has run over my grammar, apparently. City are running over my grammar, apparently. And I'm putting SS, and apparently he has put SS, the silent, and the silence in front of me and the Chelsea fans. Hell of a shot, that one, man. Can Chelsea come and grab a point? That would be a consolation only because that is the best they can do right now. They don't look like they're going to score. They're going to score more goals or score a winner. Foden still chasing. Foden still hungry. Yeah, the team is looking for a defender in the market right now. I would suggest look for a forward as well. Ederson for the first time misplacing the pass. Rarely a City player we see that misplace a pass, especially in this game. I wonder why will we not change the formation again? Can we give this a go for like whole 75 minutes? 15 minutes left. Maybe try a back four now. Take off Saar, bring on Saul or someone, another forward. There's Alonso. Rudiger moving forward for the first time. You know, we are also missing that burst from the left hand side from the Rudiger as well. Aspilicueta bundled over the ground by Stones here. Bernardo Silva, cool as you like. Wow. City just, man. Wow. Moving away like. Callum doing well there. Siding up Stones and again Kyle Walker too. Chelsea need to do more. Thomas needs to make a formation change here. The tweak is needed. Werner again. There's Aspilicueta. To Timo. That's such a bad pass to make, Timo Werner. De Bruyne getting caught off guard. Grealish only as far as Kovacic. Kovacic, can he find someone? Lukaku, he cannot find him. Nice tackle from Kovacic here. Chelsea have to make way. They have to have the momentum, man. They have to make the momentum, I'm sorry. Here's N'Golo Kante. Here's Timo Werner. Callum this time, centrally. So now City are allowed to have the ball, but Chelsea still not making any of it. Thiago Silva does well against Foden here. By the way, if City were to concede a goal here, it is only City's part, of course, to blame as well, because they could have put the game to the bed. One more change in the pocket, Thomas. What would you do? Mason Mount has been called up. So, could be a tactical change as well. I would say that it should be a defender off a Mason Mount. Oh my god, what a ball from Aspi, but Ederson comes up clutch and collects it. It's just cold out here, man. Cold blooded. The way City plays and the way he finished De Bruyne. Sar wins it nicely. That's a Chelsea free kick here. But now the Silva falls Alonso. And now the Chelsea change will be occurring. And with that, I hope that the things will be clicking because that's the only chance, the last option. Wow. Chelsea's plan is to take out Romelu Lukaku. Yeah, I think Alonso will be coming off. Sar left back, I reckon. So last 10 minutes of back four. Give it a go. Come on, Tony. What a atrocious ball from Callum Hudson-Odoi. What an atrocious ball. Chelsea can go again. Callum again. Take on the man. Oh my god, what a bad cross. Sums up Chelsea's 9. The way he crossed it. He's rather fresh on the field. Would you expect someone with a better delivery? It would be him, but the execution was awful. Alonso being subbed off. So it's a back four now. Man, there is so much hesitancy in making the decisions, passing the ball forward. Again, holding up the ball. Here's Mason. Wow, another one of those overhead passes. It's not coming off for Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel has thrown his hands up in the air like, yeah, I'm done. He's clearly emphasizing that's not what you are here for. I clearly made a change to have more effect on the game, and that's what you're going to do. You're just going to go and toss the ball up. Wow, Kyle Walker and acres of space. Chelsea backpedaling. He cannot cross though. Foden's alongside a lot of bodies, but he cannot cross it. Oh, City ready to shut shop. Replacing legs with more fresh legs. De Bruyne going off. Gundogan coming on most probably. Wow, Sterling bursting through the defense of Chelsea here. It's Phil Foden and it's over the bar. And the change will occur now for City. Sterling, although hasn't scored, dived for a pen, but has been a nuisance for Chelsea so far for the whole time he has been on the pitch. Man, the game changer, Kevin De Bruyne, the only difference maker in this game right now. Dang it, dude. Dang it. 6 minutes or so left in the game, lads. If you have just joined in, we are watching Man City versus Chelsea. It hasn't been fun for Chelsea perspective. City, they are enjoying it. Finally, they have the lead. And for neutrals, I think it was an okayish game. Not very entertaining, but yeah, the De Bruyne goal must have given you a lot of joy. Wow, Kovacic loses the ball here. Oh wow. If the man was actually down, Kovacic might have got a red card here. De Bruyne is off. But Gundogan continuing the same nuisance on Chelsea. Wow. Bernardo Silva, man, this guy. The game's going on, and this guy's like energized. Five minutes or so, and Chelsea, they must be attacking when you hope that they are a goal down, but they are like, yeah, stuck. I think players have given up as well. Players have totally given up because I don't see any effort or so from the players. Jesus is coming on, rubbing salt into your wounds. Here's an actual striker coming on from Man City. You wonder if City actually needs a striker in Harry Kane in the summers, or maybe in the Jan transfer window. Wow, that was an aimless pass by Timo Werner. And if you are going to be average, you cannot expect anything in return. Like better, it's a clear day and night gap between these two sides. Last 2 minutes, 90th minute gone, and I hope that it will be only 2 minutes of additional time. There has been nothing as such of a stoppage here, except for De Bruyne going down. Well, if I'm not wrong, Warner is offside. And he was. Once again, so guys, I would just take off my earphones. It's rather painful to hear everything that the commentator says about City and showboating, etc. But the fact is, City have done a brilliant job. They have a game changer in themselves, that is Kevin De Bruyne, and you cannot take anything away from them. They have played splendidly, and the goal was coming. As we said, edging, edgy, 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 edgy. And they were edging it clearly by all means, defensively, offensively, set pieces, every aspect of the field. So it was coming, and like I said, we will be sat here at the end and just talking, oh, they controlled the game, and yeah, it was just a chance they had, and we lost. That is what the case is right now, and to put the case to rest, it is more like, yeah, nothing can happen. So there's a huge gap between these two sides, man, in terms of confidence, in terms of playing qualities, and in terms of sorting out the personnel as well. But I'm sure of one thing: Chelsea have to back Thomas Tuchel. That is the whole important thing here, because he is the man who does not hesitate. And I'm just gonna watch the last 2 minutes of this game and see off, because it's been painful. Or I might just end it before the last minute, because it looks like Chelsea are on the receiving end if they're going to concede another goal. But that's it for the thingy now for today, the live stream. And I love you guys a lot. For all of you people who have been here, amazing, awesome, and thank you for sticking by. If you liked it, if you subscribed it, amazing. Your channel support means a lot, and it helps my channel to grow massively. And we'll see you soon, hopefully in a video and maybe in a live stream. And